Hello everyone and welcome to the Smashy Business Show. Today is Friday finally and then we'll have 2 days of weekend. Very happy for that. But it's Friday, July 18th and I'm Abdul Majid Aman.
And I'm Warid Ahmed and we've got a packed show for you today. Firstly, Dubai's real estate developer Binghatti has opened their first London office to court global investors, but clearly we saw last night that was not the only thing being courted. We saw the Coldplay concert, and secondly, Musk's xAI is in talks for a Saudi data center deal to power their AI push in the Middle East, and the Saudi penny CEO has called himself an idiot for ordering his Calo meals on HungerStation instead of subscribing. And finally, Air Arabia, Abu Dhabi, and Etihad sees Wizz Air Vacancy with ambitious expansions to come.
And the very first story today is of Binghatti, obviously. That man, I don't know, he has something about him.
His aura.
It's
a very special aura.
And the very fastest growing real estate developer Binghatti is making its first international move, opening a flagship sales boutique in London. The official launch took place on July 16th in the upscale neighborhood of Knightsbridge, South Kensington. The ribbon cutting ceremony was led by founder Dr. Hussein Binghatti Al Jabouri and chairman Mohammed Binghatti, the man himself, marking what the company calls a pivotal step in its global expansion strategy.
So Binghatti has delivered more than 11,000 residential units across Dubai and holds a project portfolio valued at over 50 billion dirhams. Now with the new London boutique, the company is targeting international investors, and it's going to offer them more direct access to its premium developments in Dubai and personalized investment support from the heart of the UK capital.
And Sarsha Arshane Rahman, if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm really sorry, but says great concept of coming live and giving us all the right updates. That's what we are here for. But coming back to Binghatti, the Dubai-based developer is known for its branded residences, obviously in collaboration with global icons Bugatti, Mercedes-Benz and Jacob & Co. Its crown jewel, the Burj Binghatti Jacob & Co. residence, is said to be the world's tallest branded residential tower. Also, high-profile buyers like Neymar Jr., Andrea Bocelli and Terry Crews have already joined the Binghatti roster.
Yes, they have. And to just give you guys like more specific numbers, Neymar and Andrea Bocelli, they both joined Bugatti residences by Binghatti. I'm not sure what the number is for Andrea, but the number for Neymar, the famous football player, is that he basically bought a penthouse for 200 million dirhams. And to be specific, that is $54 million. And then Terry Crews also made an investment into Binghatti Aquarise. The launch just recently happened in Coca-Cola Arena. And if you have ever been to a Binghatti property show, then you know how glamorous they are, how big they are. Honestly, best property shows I've ever seen, Majid. And I'm telling you this as someone who's gone to so many of these real estate development launch shoots. So this London sales boutique is really going to act as a central hub for property showcases, investment consultations, and on-site sales. So there's going to be a full team of real estate experts that are going to provide end-to-end service for UK-based and international investors.
And according to Chairman Mohammed Binghatti, the company's goal is to make world-class real estate accessible to global investors, and right now in London, connecting them to Dubai's most prestigious opportunities right from their own cities.
And so the boutique's grand opening, it also served as a high-level networking event. We did see in the photo that Terry Crews himself was there with Mohammed Binghatti. So, you know, for Binghatti, this is a really important moment.
Yeah, and its commitment to international expansion, architectural excellence, and design-led investment opportunities are great. He's just a great guy, a very humble guy. Ward has met her. She told us the story. So it's very
Majid,
nice.
I still can't believe that we actually met.
Yeah,
I remember it, and honestly, most humble person. Even yesterday, we had a video, and basically, what he was saying in Arabic was that to me, successful business is a business where everybody is winning. It's a business where it is ethically carried out, and you can tell that through the kind of business ideology that he has, that this is why he has reached this kind of success now. But just speaking about real estate in London, it's actually not just Binghatti that is opening an office in Knightsbridge. There are also other brands. I believe there is Sotheby's International. They also have a little boutique in London, and when you're walking outside of the store, you can clearly see their upcoming tower. They're also very recently beyond development. They had an entire event in London. It was, they were a part of the royal mascot. They were basically a sponsor there. So we can clearly see how a lot of these Dubai real estate developers, they're making sure that they have a presence in London. They're quite aware of the wealth pool that is there. And that wealth pool does not just include, Gulf investors. It also includes all of these UK billionaires that we've just very recently seen move to the UAE.
And there's one more comment, but again, sorry for the very creative names that you guys have, but it's Telesato Bin Music, I think. And she's also saying, good idea for the show. But yeah, we're live. You can comment on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you are. We'll take your comments. Become a part of discussion. And next story is about our neighbors, Saudi Arabia. And they're doing something really interesting. And Elon Musk is a part of it. So basically, the world's richest man and his artificial intelligence startup xAI, they're reportedly in early stage talks to lease data center space in Saudi Arabia, according to Bloomberg. The move marks a potential expansion of xAI's global infrastructure footprint as the company seeks massive compute capacity. Very technical words, but basically they want to rent out the space in a data center, if I had to make it easier to understand. And they want all that space to train and deploy its model, which is Grok.
So sources say xAI is exploring partnerships with two players. Specifically, the first is Humane, a Saudi-backed venture promising gigawatt scale capacity. While that facility may be years away, the second option is a 200 megawatt data center currently under development, which could offer a faster setup for xAI.
And unlike some of Musk's previous ventures, xAI would not own the infrastructure. Instead, it would lease capacity to meet its enormous energy demands. Just to give you an example, I think 1 megawatt of data center can light up 10,000 houses for 1 month. So yeah, imagine the energy that they need. And it's driven by the demand for large-scale AI models. You know all of them nearly now, Grok, OpenAI, Perplexity. And this makes the Saudi option particularly attractive for Musk because it offers low-cost energy, because oil-rich country, advanced chip access, because recently Trump gave them more access to more chips, NVIDIA chips, and a very favorable political environment.
So the potential Humane partnership could eventually create one of the world's largest AI data hubs. It also reflects this broader trend of AI companies shifting key operations away from the US. But honestly, to me, it just reflects this growing trend of Elon Musk wanting to catch up with Sam Altman. We saw how just very recently Sam Altman announced that they're building the largest data center outside of the US in Abu Dhabi. The deal included Jensen Huang, it included Cisco, included a bunch of companies, but X was not there. Elon Musk was not there. And in fact, according to a Wall Street Journal exclusive piece, Elon Musk went ahead and phoned G42 executives to ask why he was left out. And to me, that's why I feel he is expanding into the Saudi market. It's not just a simple interest or this broader trend to leave the US. It's the fact that he knows Sam Altman took over the UAE. I need to take the next big thing. I need to take my chance before Sam Altman also enters into Saudi. So I think that's really what happened here.
And xAI's infrastructure push is being led by Ross Nordin, a former investor at Musk's firm, which is interesting. The company is also in discussions with entities in the UAE and Africa and has ongoing ties with Abu Dhabi-based AI giant G42, signaling that the Middle East could become a core engine for Musk's AI ambition. there's something very interesting in the Bloomberg story. They said there is Humane, obviously, but the problem with Humane is that even if they start digging right now, they haven't broken ground on any of the facilities that they promised. So even if they start digging right now, it will go to at least 2026, 2027, later part of that. They said there is another unnamed company, which is also there, and they are promising 200 megawatts of data center capacity. The funny thing is, recently we did do a story, and it was Khazna data centers, which are now owned by G42. They're the oldest data center operators in the UAE. They were bought out by G42, and they recently announced their plans to go to Saudi Arabia. So maybe it's them. There's no like guaranteed thing, but the only company that I've known which is entering the Saudi market is Khazna Data Centers. So maybe in Saudi Arabia even he's working with a UAE company. So anything is possible. But right now he just needs space to rent out for his data for Grok.
And he needs a
basically.
girlfriend. Honestly, he does.
But he's very bullish on Saudi Arabia right now.
Majid, honestly, it's his fault. Like, why are you always showing up on a video call? Maybe you need to show up in real life, because I know that he did come to Saudi Arabia with Donald Trump, but he didn't go to the UAE. I didn't see his face anywhere. He's always in those little video calls when he announced the Dubai Loop project in collaboration. Dubai Government Summit, right? In collaboration with the government. So I think if he maybe steps out of the camera a little bit and stops being an ex-keyboard warrior, there'd be more success for him here.
I think I can understand. I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I can understand because he has like so many things to run. If you look at his past interviews, not right now, but his past interviews from like 5 years ago when all the companies were in their initial phases, he's like, I'm flying 2 to 3 times every day. We fly like twice or 3. Yeah. He's like, I'm flying literally every day. Sometimes it's a business, like a big commercial airline. Sometimes it's my private jet. I'm just flying so much. So I think it's because of that he's always jumping around, hopping around offices, trying to make things work, which he has done, to be honest. He didn't become the world's richest man just by sitting somewhere. But the good thing is that now a lot of his companies are settled. Tesla, up and downs, but at least there is some kind of normalcy in its functions. He knows that the cars will sell. Less cars will sell, but they will sell. So now he can come to Dubai. Next year, I think he should. And to be honest, UAE was one of the first Middle Eastern countries that he traveled to. He came to one event, and I remember we shared his clip when
it was
this
either
time he
in
was
2018
coming.
or 2020.
Yeah, and he was like, I love Dubai. My kids love Dubai. My wife, my family, everyone loves Dubai.
All of his kids? He's got a lot of children.
Yeah, I think he brought, I think Little X was not born at that time, but other kids, yeah. So apparently he loved the place, and then this time he went to Saudi Arabia. I think he just goes to one place once only. That's his rule. Never go again.
Honestly, Majid, I'm excited to see what he tells us about Saudi on his X. Honestly, with these businessmen, like, you guys would not believe how much you would discover if you just went through their LinkedIn, you went through their X accounts, and you saw what they had to say. And I think what particularly stood out to this Mashi team is what the Penny software CEO had to say. Essentially what happened is Iyad El-Dalouj went to LinkedIn in a very viral post to call himself an idiot. That's very unexpected. And the reason for this was basically he was ordering daily Calo meals through HungerStation, basically paying more instead of just subscribing directly to Calo's service.
And Al-Dalouj is a former general manager at Careem, the ride-hailing company acquired by Uber for $3 billion. He also co-founded Penny Software in 2020, which now offers AI-powered procurement tools for the growing global client base.
So Calo, which launched in 2019 by Ahmed Al-Rawi and Muayyad Al-Muayyad, provides personalized meal subscriptions for health-conscious users. And HungerStation, founded in 2012 by Ibrahim Al-Jassim, who is now the founder of Ninja, which has just hit unicorn status, by the way, dominates Saudi Arabia's on-demand food delivery sector.
And Al-Dalouj's remarks highlight a key consumer trend. Many are willing to pay a premium for convenience and flexibility, preferring on-demand orders over subscription models, even when subscription could save them money long term.
And, the Middle East's online meal delivery market is forecast to reach $11 billion by 2030, driven by digital adoption and everyone's changing lifestyles, which I feel like was specifically triggered by COVID. Now, with 99% of Saudis active on social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram, this is really shaping their food choices, benefiting both Calo and HungerStation's marketing. Honestly, in this specific case, yes, it is entertaining to see a CEO, to see a founder of a very successful company like Penny come and say, hey, I'm an idiot. I've been getting Calo meals every single day, not from Calo, and their amazing subscription services are actually pretty affordable if you subscribe, but from HungerStation. And to me, when I actually thought about this, Majid, you know what that shows? It shows that everyone every day would rather feel like they have a choice in what they can order. They'd rather go on an app like HungerStation, apps like Kareem, Talabat, and feel like, they're getting their sweet treat. They're getting their nice treat for completing a good day of work and choosing the meal. Because if you think about it, if you go for the subscription plan, you don't actually know what you're going to get. You're just going to get a bundle of meals every single day. So I think it takes away that illusion of choice that you maybe have, and this is maybe why this case specifically happened.
I think very important that he called himself out. It's very rare for people to call themselves out for their extravagant behavior. But also, if I was at his place, I would also order from HungerStation, because any day, any minute, my mood can change about food.
But his mood never changed.
Yeah. No, he ordered Calo, but maybe someday you want to have a cheat day and you want to eat something else. Like for us Asians, it's usually biryani or some big
biryani's a cheat
meat-filled meal.
I feel like biryani's healthy.
Biryani has a lot of oil and rice, obviously, a lot of rice. But I think with this, he clearly shows a trend that people would pay premium price for comfort, for easiness, and for choice. Right? So, very interesting story. Let's move on to the next one. Air Arabia Abu Dhabi, the main rival to Wizz Air in Emirate, is ramping up operations in 2025 with a 40% year-on-year capacity increase. CEO Adil Al-Ali confirmed the fleet now stands at 12 Airbus A320s, with 2 more expected by year-end.
So it remains unclear if Air Arabia Abu Dhabi will take over Wizz Air's airport slots after the latter suspended operations in Abu Dhabi. Nonetheless, the carrier is moving aggressively to strengthen its presence in the market.
And lastly, meanwhile, Etihad Airways is launching multiple new routes to destinations including Medina, Baku, Tbilisi, and Yerevan. The airline is also increasing frequency on key existing routes like Karachi as part of its growing network. Maybe I'll take it then.
And Etihad is planning on its IPO in 2025, aiming to raise about $1 billion by selling up to 20% of its shares. Now, the timing depends on shareholder approval, but it is expected to fund fleet and network expansion.
Also in 2024, Etihad reported a net profit of approximately $476 million, tripling year on year. The strong financial performance underpins its Journey 2030 strategy to expand its fleet and routes, building on recent successes in the competitive aviation sector. Very important for pricing and everything. But it's a nice story. Obviously, one person is going out, other people are coming in, and the usual players are coming in. So it's, I think Wizz Air created a more business earning environment for them. And now they're leaving and they can easily jump in because they already have the capacity, they have the airplanes, they have the staff. I think Air Arabia is adding 2 airplanes just to come up with all the demand that is going to go up, because Abu Dhabi already has announced so many things. The Harry Potter World extension, Disneyland. Again, I have to find out what happened to the Las Vegas fair, which is Abu Dhabi was chosen as the second place. Funnily, Disneyland is 2030.
I believe 2030, around that time. They didn't give us
Vegas fair is at the same time also. And I'm like, what happened? We get Disney updates at least from the group CEO.
I'm sure they won't time it at the same time. Honestly, I feel like, Majid, there is nothing worse than when you've timed something to come out and something else came out and overshadowed it. And I think a classic example of this is OpenAI right now. Basically, they came out with this like web and drive personal artificial intelligence personal assistant. But guess what it was overshadowed by? It was overshadowed by the CEO of astronomy. what's his name again? Andrew Byron. Yes, Andrew Byron, who was caught by Chris Martin in the Coldplay concert. Majid, what did you think of that?
It happens. Happens to you if you're a cheater.
I
think just don't do it.
I feel
And
like
if you're
times are
doing it, don't
changing.
go to public spaces.
I was even telling Mas, I was like, times are changing.
Yeah.
Like, he did not choose a secretary. He chose the HR chief. Like, you know, they're both up in the ranks. So it's just, honestly,
I don't know. It's weird.
It's disappointing. You know what
Yeah.
it honestly brings me to? I want to know what HR policies actually are in the Middle East. I will take a look into
There's
it.
a lot of HR policies are pretty good and clear here, but yeah, I don't know. It was a very weird instance. Even I think Chris Martin, for a mere second, he was like, either they're too shy or they're having an affair. And I was like, bro, take the camera away. Go back to singing your
No,
songs.
they got them so quickly. That
Yeah.
one, that 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just on the Sphere Abu Dhabi Instagram page, still 2 pictures.
And Majid, you know what's killing me? What's killing me the most is that I'm seeing certain companies. I'm like just going through like LinkedIn and X, and some companies are already using this to boost their marketing. They're like,
Obviously.
our CEO is not a cheater.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
That's the best part about marketing in the digital age. Whatever trends, you can make something out of it if you're very
Literally.
good and
Even if
quick.
it's something embarrassing, personal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately for that guy.
Andrew's apology, he's not going to get what he wants. He was
Oh,
like, let
actually-
me privately handle this.
You shared a tweet, right?
I did. Shared a
Oh,
lot.
it was like I was fired from Astronomer today. Basically, the CEO of Astronomer was caught. I ran our company's event. Turns out our CEO and head of HR were having an affair and got caught at the Coldplay concert that I bought the company tickets to. They blamed me for getting caught and fired me on the spot. It's okay, bro. Happens to the best of us. But yeah, I don't know how many heads will turn after this story. But
We will see.
We'll see.
And
We'll
that's a wrap for
keep an
today,
eye on it.
everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into the Smashy Business Show. Make sure to follow us across all social media channels, Smashy Business, and stay ahead with our daily newsletter. You'll even receive it during the weekend.
Yeah, and this has been a Smashy Business Show, a Smashy Business production, part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. A big shout out to our 1.9 million listeners. We're very close to 2 million. And shout out to Telesotobin Music, commenting constantly. We couldn't read it, but very good comment. Haha, good. Transparency. She's been commenting on every story. We love feedback. That is why we do this show, to give you the best news of the day, and also to just try to see who the people are who follow us and what they think. So always happy to have discussions with you. We'll see you on Monday now. But
Have
today,
a lovely weekend.
yeah, have a lovely weekend. But today is Smashy Sports Show as well, which will go live around 12 UAE time. So you can tune into that and know about all the things from the world of sports and with focus on Middle East. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.